I dare you. I dare you. Shut the fuck up. I'm old. I did it.
The news in you. North, east, west, south, unite from every alley and Cali intersection and back street. Kirk Franklin, Kirk Franklin's son, his eldest son, 32 years old, recorded Kirk Franklin basically checking him. But he said it was disrespect. Did he disrespect him or did he check him? When you listen to the video or read the post, if you ask me personally, he checked him. Because he said you need to get your skinny MFing ass back out the way before I put my foot in it. And then he went on to say, I will break your neck if you ever disrespect me, before he hung up the phone. This is what Kirk Franklin said to his 32-year-old son. His 32-year-old son most likely is not putting out the whole video, because I can't see Kirk Franklin just getting on the phone with him and saying, you better get back before I beat your little skinny ass, and saying I'll break your neck if you ever disrespect me. So that means some disrespect took place somewhere. He had to have disrespected him. And sometimes you got to look at it. The era Kirk Franklin come from, he's 51 years old. He come from the era, like myself, where your parents gonna whoop that behind. You get out of line, you disrespect, you're gonna think they broke your neck. So if you ask me, his son, he wants to be baby, but you're 32 years old. First of all, you're a grown ass man, but you know how you get with these entertainers and everything. They're kids, even when they 32, they act like you owe them something. And they tend to try to disrespect because they get bigger now, you're taller now. So you think you can take the old school, you think you can take Pops. And then Pops have to G-check you, which he just blatantly G-checked them. And then you got to think about this too, family. It doesn't matter what line of work you're in, you're still a human being. So he's a part of the church, choir director. Yeah, while he's directing at the choir, he has an image that he has to show. But when he get home, he takes off the choir robe and puts on the Kirk Franklin t-shirt and jeans. And now he becomes Kirk Franklin or Kirk. That's like anybody. You work at the post office, you put on your post office uniform, so you're going to have a different decorum about yourself. But when you leave work, you take off your post office uniform and you put on your regular clothes and you become you. And that's a different situation. I'm at my place of business, so I have to act like a businessman. But when I'm on my free time, I'm going to be me. I don't have to bite my tongue. I don't have to hold my words. I can say it straight like I mean it. Because you got to think about it. You don't go to a job interview and be like, what's up, homie? Yeah, I'm just trying to get you. You don't go there talking like that. You go and you talking like you're trying to get a job. You don't go to work acting like you at home with your homies. Nobody does that. But when you are off work, what they call it, letting your hair down. That's why they call it letting your hair down. A person doesn't act like they act on the weekends, Monday through Friday when they at work. Monday through Friday, they're being professional. Friday after work and Saturday, they're being themselves. Hair let down, cussing like a sailor, and whatever else they do. So for him to try to paint that picture of Kirk Franklin as if he's not a human being. See, and that's the thing, family. That's what I try to tell people. You're still a human being. So you're going to carry yourself different ways depending on where you're at the time. You ain't going to be in church cussing like a sailor. But when you get home around your partners and y'all watching the ball game, you liable to be saying all kinds of MFs and get his ass and everything. Because now you're on your own time. So we all have split personalities. We all have a different personality. We all are a different person depending on what situation we're in. So while Kirk Franklin is on TV or on tour at your church, yeah, he got to be 100% humble as he can be. He's gonna try to be perfect with it because that's his occupation. That's his job. But when he gets home on the weekends, he's gonna be a totally different person. And all of us do it. We gotta admit it. You gotta admit that to yourself. You know that. You do not act like you act on your job the way you act when you at home watching the ball game with your partners. Nobody who does that. Nobody does. So that would be his son just trying to paint this bad picture about him. Even though the son said, oh, it was because he wouldn't let me get my pictures of when I was a child. No, it's got to be bigger than that. Somewhere in there you disrespected your father and he checked you. You're a grown man. So he can't talk to you like a little kid. That's another thing. You're 32 years old. So when you disrespect, I ain't going to say, go get in the corner or come here so I can whoop your behind. No, I got to talk to you like a man. I got to put that checking in you. And that's what he did. So him apologizing, that's neither here nor there. I don't even know why he had to apologize other than for his status, for the church community. But then that would make the people in the church, it would make them fake, wouldn't it? That would be like you're a fake church member or you're a fake Christian. Because at the church, you're super Christian. But then when you're not at the church, you're you. You're going hammy. And we're all entitled to do that. Yeah, I'm going to be at the job acting like a professional. But when I get home on the weekends, I'm gonna let the hair down. I'm going to do me. I'm a cuss t-shirt on. At home, you might have on the holy shirt, the shirt with the holes in it, mixed max socks and everything. But when you're on that stage or at your job, you're going to be professional. And that's all that is. So I don't see why he had to apologize. We have to be honest as people and say, no, that's a regular human act. That's how humans act. That's how we're supposed to act. When I'm at my job, I'm supposed to act like I'm at my job, which means I'm supposed to be professional. But when I'm not at work, I can be how I want to be. You know what I mean, family? So I just don't really understand why he had to apologize. And like I say, if your child is disrespecting you, it doesn't matter. He has to get checked. He's 32 years old. You can't go make him stand in the corner. I can see when your little baby disrespects you, pouting, throw something, then yeah, you can spank his behind. But you're a 32-year-old man. I have to check you like a man check another man. And that's the bottom line, whether you're my child or not. And that's just the way it goes. What is he supposed to do? Tuck his tail and just let you disrespect him? First of all, you're foul for that anyway because that's still your father. So you're the one who's not showing respect to him. You should be the one on social media apologizing to the people on your father's behalf, saying, you know what, family, y'all forgive me because I did disrespect my father and he checked me like a man's supposed to check their child. And I apologize and you let it go and everything be bygone. And another thing, family, why would we record each other on social media? That's letting everybody in your business, which doesn't make sense either. And that's what I say about this new world. You have to be careful. That's why people don't want to make phone calls or text people because they hold it, record it, and then use it against you later. Don't make sense. And in a minute, we're going to just be like, no, we got to have a face-to-face conversation. Phones off. Make sure you ain't recording me. Because everybody's recording each other now. But then we cry about the government recording the people. Oh, the government, he has cameras everywhere. He's putting surveillance on us. But we do it to each other. So you see the oxymoron in that? It doesn't make sense. But, you know, like I say, family, Ask yourself, should Kirk Franklin have to apologize for his son disrespecting him and him checking his son, his grown son that's 32 years old? Let me know. Put a comment on this video and let me know if you think he was right or if you think he was wrong. And with that, I'm gonna say, this is the news in you. North, east, west, south, unite from every alley in Cali, intersection and back street. Subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up on your way out the door.